Today, I'm dropping into Mega City 100 times. This series is all about getting better at Fortnite, and with the addition of Mega City in Season 2, I knew this would be a worthy challenge. So sit back and enjoy as I demonstrate my inability to be good at this game in any capacity, and I die again, and maybe die some more. I dropped into Mega City 100 times, and this is what happened. Now, here's the thing about Mega City, it's not your average Fortnite POI, in that it's absolutely massive. This is a neon city with buildings far bigger than anything the Fortnite map has ever had before. But this comes at a cost. Many of the interiors are entirely inaccessible and looting and fighting here can be incredibly difficult. But I'll let the games speak for themselves, so let's get on with this mega video with game number 1. The first few games were played on the first day of the season. As you can see, I haven't set foot in any of the new biome. This also means that Mega City was a nightmare. I landed on top of this building and pretty quickly learned how many of these buildings work, equipped with an ascender in the interior to get from top to bottom. Arming myself with the new shotgun, I discovered one of the season's new gimmicks, the grind rails. I also saw whatever that was. That was pretty cool. My first kill was on this bunny girl who tried to thwack me with the new blade. I would try to use said blade in my next fight, which would be my first mistake of this 100 drops. Many more mistakes are to come. The bus was directly over the city in game 2, and I decided to land on one of the smaller buildings. I encountered this Witcher fella, but quickly put him down with my combat shotty. Slicing up this battle pass boy, I chased him down, but someone sniped him before I could finish the job. I attacked the sniper, but accidentally flung myself off the roof and got shot in the face. Game 3 was, not my finest match. Somehow got stuck at Spawn Island before Game 4 even began. Dropping into the city, I went for this skyscraper with the pool on top. I didn't really find any loot, so I pretty quickly fled to this temple down south. You can grab some kinetic blades here, it's pretty cool. It was also from here that I observed some fella dancing in the distance. I got my first kill on this Master Chef before finding a cyber bike down at this bridge. These things are super fun to drive around on, but they're absolutely useless off-road. I found this Celine and impressed even myself with my total lack of skill at this game. I tried to drop into this big bad wolf in game 5, but sadly that's not possible, so I went for a nearby skyscraper. Somehow in the time it took me to open this chest and grab a gun, this bright bomber had materialized a shotgun to kill me with. My lawyers have advised me not to speak on the events of game 6's early game. This TTV soccer skin was a little too comfortable with his position in this world, so I made sure to give him a reality check. Mega City actually has a vault you can open. It's stuffed full of precious loot, including a mythic shotgun, so yes, it is absolutely worth coming here. Using my newly upgraded loot, I engaged in a duel with this man and came out on top. I was certified dazzled by the loot his decaying corpse produced. I murked this John Wick, proving that Season 3 is overrated. Epic buffed slurp juices big time in Season 2, and I cannot express how useful they are now. They now restore both health and shields at the same time, and they heal 3 per tick instead of 1. This burger boy got fried. Final circle now, and I'm taking pot shots from a comfy tower. I went on the assault, and with my mythic pump, getting the kill was a piece of cake. It's now 1 vs 1, and I have the high ground big time. I didn't need it, I just dropped down, hit him with a tasty pump shot, and sprayed him down for the win. That's a win on day 1 of the season. Starting in game 7, we're now a few weeks into the season. Thankfully, chapter 4 has no content, so nothing has really changed. I went to the Southern Temple and I got a lucky gold SMG out of this chest. So I guess Fortnite has Easter eggs hanging around now? That's cool, I guess. Didn't help me not get murdered though. Flinging my way into game 8, I danced a little jiggy with this envoy, but I came 2nd place in the dancing competition. Better luck next time. Game 9 was over before it began. I used my blade to get the drop on this TNTiner in game 10. We had a little scuffle, but in the end, I came out on top. That kill almost made me feel good at this game, until I was swiftly reminded that I am not. Starting game 11 with a quick kill on this defaulty boy. These apartment blocks are packed full of chests. If you just walk around for a while, you're bound to come across plenty of loot. I was involved in a traffic collision and decided to give chase, but that turned out to be quite the mistake. Told you I'd make more of those. Game 12 came down to a good old pickaxe battle and I lost. My internet was having a stroke this day, so for the next few games, the gameplay is about to be infuriating. Anyway, I got the Chug Cannon augment in Game 13, a highly useful perk that seems to be fairly common in Season 2. I tried to laser this man from my grind rail, but that's nigh on impossible without controller aimbot, so I went on the attack. The front line was dangerous, but in the end, this Agent Jones was sent back to the loop. I was driving around when I discovered someone fighting the boss, so I got involved and they killed me. Game 14 produced a pity SMG, which I promptly used to drop down and gun down this unarmed player. My internet was still in a coma, so we'll just be vibing in the parking lot for a bit. Back into the action, and I received a Chug Cannon again. Told you these things were more common. I was fighting this ninja when she apparently just gave up. I feel you, buddy. Alright, let's talk about the boss. The boss is High Card, and he spawns with 2 henchmen. This is probably the easiest boss in Fortnite history, but the henchmen can pack a punch with their blue SMGs, so watch out for that. But apart from that, he's a piece of cake, and he drops both a mythic assault rifle and a lovely keycard. With this, you can ransack the vault for some goodies, although this time I was interrupted and didn't quite realise that you can't actually build inside the vault, so I died. This building right here would end up becoming one of my most used drop spots in this 100 drops, but not in Game 15. You can see that my internet is pretty much deceased by Game 16, so that's great. If it wasn't for the element of surprise, I would not have got this kill. Fighting through the pain, I was able to get another kill, and then another, and then another. I'm even surprised at how well I'm doing. One of my favourite things is finding these bot fights and taking out both the parties. It's really satisfying and it can get you some surprisingly good loot. Using a couple of keys, I was able to get a lovely exotic... Oh, it's the heavy shotgun. Ugh, never mind. I spent a while just hanging around in Slappy Shores, waiting for the storm to close. I even claimed the POI because I desire control over everything within my reach. I killed this local resident, poor dude didn't even see it coming. Final circle in the snow biome, and I can see this fella has his sights trained on me. Thanks to my internet running on servers hosted on the planet Jupiter, I was not in a good spot by the top 3. I had to use a desperate blade dash to get away because this dude was just not letting up. I definitely tried. That much can be said. It's actually comedic how many consecutive shots I missed on this mid-anime rep in Game 17. I was killed by the Playboy Bunny anyway, it doesn't matter. This footage really isn't convincing, but believe it or not, I have been playing Fortnite for more than 14 minutes. I decided to switch it up in Game 19, dropping into this little hut. It was somehow still contested, so I quickly dropped in, grabbed an SMG, and committed assault occasioning actual bodily harm. This is my own private domicile and I will not be harassed. There is a slurp truck hidden in the bamboo west of the city, so be sure to come here and smash it up for some quick heals. Defaulting on down to Frenzy Fields, I entered this fight and gave my opinion where it wasn't really needed, just like I do on Twitter. I couldn't help but observe this Rift event spawning, which produced a Yoshi's Woolly World reference, that this Raven seemed quite interested in. I discovered the ODM gear, as it seems that Epic is incapable of going one whole season without adding some crazy overpowered anime mythics. It is actually pretty fun to use though, I'll give it that. I unlocked a new augment, which actually seems to be quite a rare occurrence this season, so I celebrated by erasing this lovely young couple from existence. Then I got stuck in this weird slipstream ravine thing and I died. I decided to drop into the gas station in Game 20. Seeing the price of fuel, I figured it would be easier to just commit Grand Theft Auto, but the vehicle's owner wasn't too impressed. Still, somehow I evaded them. I one-pumped this Midas, but don't worry, he always comes back. I was grinding around at the speed of sound when I was sadly caught in a gang war and perished. See, just look how pretty Mega City is at night. You wouldn't expect it to be such a nightmare. My first weapon in Game 21 was whatever these things are. I tried to use them, but they were so painfully useless I just switched to my grey SMG instead. The Keymaster augment is pretty common this season, but always be sure to claim it if you roll it. There's a hollow chest south of the city where you can unlock some pretty higher tier loot. From there, I was just having way too much fun with the cyber bikes until I encountered, the seasonal anime mobility. I was swinging through Frenzy when this capsule appeared. These things actually give really good loot, but they make your location super obvious. This Rift event was kind enough to give me some free chests, but my loadout is so OP at this point that I don't even need them. Oh, and then there's that thing. Yes, Loot Island. It's a remake of the Loot Lake Island from Chapter 1, which spawns with the most powerful weapon in the game. If you come here, it's kill or be killed, and I chose to kill. Slaughtering this EV earned me a mythic shotgun, and now I'm unstoppable. Well, even unstoppable forces can be matched by Fortnite's abysmal PC optimization. I started off game 22 with an exceptionally lucky kill here. Hunting down the local llama population, I was able to procure myself a chug cannon to heal my broken legs. I was actually lucky enough to find a key right by this hollow chest, allowing me to instantly upgrade my shotgun. I returned to the city's outskirts to claim this combat cache. These things also give multiple slurp juices, so again, very useful, very key. Look, I'm tired of all the anime mythics, but I'll admit that swinging through the towers of Mega City is a lot of fun. This Jules didn't even try to put up a fight. The loot island spawned nearby, so I decided to just go for it. While I was claiming it, I couldn't help but notice the superhero skin doing a really bad job of playing hide and seek, so I helped her out. With my new overclocked pulse rifle, I perched myself at the top of this huge temple for the ultimate high ground. From here, I was pretty much able to scare anyone off, and even got a really satisfying long distance kill. My plan was to just let everyone fight amongst themselves, dealing some damage occasionally to help them die quicker, but I was soon attacked myself. In my attempts to escape, I ended up on the low ground with the same superhero skin from earlier, who exacted her revenge upon me in an ironic fashion. I took some time to contemplate the events of the last game as I glided into game 23. Pretty sure this is the same Jules as the last game too, but that didn't stop me from killing her or her friend. This dude was running around with an exotic SMG unchecked, so I made sure to acquire it through absolutely legal means. I had just clapped the boss when I was attacked by this nerd, and tragically, I was lost in battle that day. I went to this ledge on the outskirts of the city in game 24. It's pretty good. It has quite a few chests and a zipline to easily zip up to Mega City. Sadly, my urban expedition didn't last long, as I was killed by someone who was totally not using aimbot. Game 25 was just, it was just awful. I don't even want to talk about it. It was just, no. Game 26 didn't start off much better, but at least I'm not dead, right? Game 27 was also comedically bad. I actually killed someone in game 28, so that's already an improvement from the get-go. This tower has an NPC. Talk to him and you can purchase some tasty smoked salmon for only $29.99. That was a nutritious meal, but it wasn't my diet that killed me. It was another man's semi-automatic rifle. If you betted on me winning game 29, then I'm sorry, but you need to rethink your financial decisions. Game 30, I got a pretty sloppy kill on this starter pack boy here, but it was enough to get me out of the hood. Down at Steamy Springs, I started at the top with a kill on a crowned winner, but then my bloodlust took hold and I ended up slaughtering local homeless men. Quick break from all the mass murder for a combat cache. I bought myself a girlfriend, and together we made it to the final circle at Brutal Bastion. I actually had a pretty decent chance at winning this game, until I didn't. Game 31. Yeah. Game 32, I was having a little too much fun with this gas can, but somehow it wasn't the explosive fumes that killed me. Game 33, I spotted this confused lady on a ridge. Don't worry, I'm a good citizen. I found her, and I gave her a helping hand. Or shotgun bullet. My man Lieutenant John Lama wanted the smoke, so I gave it to him. I tried to go in for a kill on this guy, but I accidentally flung myself from the roof. Whoops. It's fine, I eventually climbed back up and killed him. Sorry, but this city isn't mega enough for both of us. Back in the vault for more loot. If you break these stacks of bars, you can get some of the gold bars in-game currency, which I think is pretty cool. I assaulted another llama and used the anime gear to one-pump this poor lost defaulty boy. I'm sure this player wasn't controlled by an AI at all. Sadly, my PC just refused to record parts of this game, so it just cuts from me vibing with Lil Whip to having the victory. But hey, there's a win for you. Well, I think it's safe to say that I won't be getting any back-to-backs this 100 drops. Game 35 really wasn't much better. Game 36, I accidentally made an insanely lucky escape, just to get murdered elsewhere anyway. Game 37, I engaged in a fierce debate with Sporkmaster 40. He conceded that I had a better point. I actually think this is the only time in the whole 100 drops where I died to the boss and his henchmen. Game 38 follows a similar pattern to a lot of others. I got one lucky kill, and then get eliminated soon after. My internet was diagnosed with cancer, so I was unable to break bad in game 39. With my internet positively collapsing, I tried a new strat in game 40. Hiding in a bin, I only left the visual representation of my career for 1 minute to grab this SMG and activate Outstanding Augment. Unfortunately, I haven't paid my bills in 4 months, so I was evicted from my home and had to enter the wild. I discovered this dude just chilling in his car and doing whatever this is, but his insurance expired and I was paid to collect the damages. Claiming a combat cache to try and upgrade my loot, I was even able to loot a local holo chest. These items were ultimately useless, when my first competitor was holding the most powerful gun in the game's history. Going for a win with Cow Jonesy once again in game 41. This one didn't actually start too awfully, with a couple of quick kills on a couple of Nubatons. I also did my Good Samaritan duty and helped out this poor fella when he got stuck. I expertly took out the boss, but my keycard status attracted the haters, so I dropped my card and ran away like a coward. Yeah, no Cow Jonesy win this time either. Game 42, this foundation dropped in late, so I made him feel welcome. Another murder later, I got a lucky key spawn, right next to a holo chest. After another slaughtering, I figured it was about time I opened yet another holo chest. But my greed finally got the better of me when I went for this combat cache and I lost my life. Game 43, I went for this cute little barge. The loot kinda blows, but it's well connected with a convenient launch pad. No one person is meant to have this much prime energy, so my game was sure to stop me. Game 44. Game 45. This one lasts longer than a minute, I promise. Checking out our intel, our loot is stuck inside the vault, gotta find a key and sneak around, I can't afford a fault, fry the cameras, shaking down a henchman, clap the boss, collect the card and scan it all while raising no attention. I'm sure that wielding this much power will have no adverse effects on my mental health. This recon expert didn't even know I was there, and when they did, they were already dead. But so am I, so yeah. Game 46, oh come on, he had 4 health! This man stared death in the face, brave until the very end. I got this nice snipe in game 47, but this is Mega City, so I died soon after. My computer naturally assumed that I wouldn't be able to kill a Black Knight, so when I did, it reported me for fraud. Game 49 proves that the combat shotgun isn't all bad. My footage was a little toasty, but I died anyway, so ultimately it doesn't matter. I spotted this cute little garden and dropped here in game 50. I shouldn't have, it has no loot. Still, I got 1, 2, 3 kills before my life was tragically cut short. Game 51, this festive fella had 2 guns and I had none, but sometimes all you need is your trusty pickaxe and some hope. I'm All Might now. Boss dead, vault opened, game crashed. I got through game 52 with my street smarts, but in the end, it wasn't even the streets that were the real threat. It was the half-naked men. Pretty typical stuff in the United Kingdom. The competition was hardly FNCS level in game 53, and yet I died soon anyway. What does that say about my skill level? All of these games sort of start the same way. Get a couple of kills, either open the vault or find a variety of other ways to get some insane loot, then take on the challenging competition. Game 54 was different. Loot Island was completely uncontested, so I was able to claim the Rifle of Doom. But even wielding the most powerful gun in this game's history doesn't make me good at not dying. Kill 1, claim the vault, kill 2, kill 3, kill 4, kill 5, kill 6, mini vault, kill 7, kill 8, kill 9, kill 10, kill 11, death by stupidity, and that's a wrap on game 55. Game 56 starts with me in a really bad spot. I really only made it through out of pure dumb luck. Vault time! Luck wasn't on my side the whole time though. Game 57, I think I scared the life out of this player, but their name starts with clipped by, so I think they deserve the humiliation. I was really getting through all of the worst types of player in this game. I'm kinda proud of myself really. I managed to wipe out the boss and his henchmen in around 10 seconds, thanks to my good aim and their newfound inability to do literally anything in retaliation. Oh, but who cares anyway, I got no-scoped. Game 58. Yeah, this happens a few times. The footage is wonky, but my aim was on point in game 59, so I scored a couple of early game kills. If you come up to this racetrack north of Mega City, there's a handy upgrade bench to tear up your tools with. A snake in a bush was not enough to stop me, but apparently this hired AI with grenades was. Yeah, nice one. I was indicted on several counts of arson after Game 60, but hey, this guy didn't seem to mind. Defaulting down to Frenzy Fields, looks like KFC is on the menu tonight. Apparently my presence is so terrifying that even Goku left the overclocked rifle and made a break for it. This chest hasn't been opened, and yet it won't give me its goods. I don't know, I just wanted to share that, I thought it was kind of odd. Even with the pulse rifle, I wasn't in a great spot in the final circle here. I ended up dropping down to the lower levels, skulking around and basically praying no one heard me. In the end, it was a 1 vs 1, and, well, I was on low health, and they had a mythic pump. Was I even trying in Game 61? I mean, come on, what is this? Game 62 started off promising, but my skill level plummeted pretty quickly. It looks like Mega City needs a hero. Hi Goku. Vault time. I was wiping the floor with criminals, really doing the city justice. Fun fact, if you drink a slap juice then start running on a grind rail, you can speed around tremendously fast for quite a while actually. It's really fun. In the end, I fell while defending the city from my arch nemesis, Sango X. Just impressing the ladies with all my crowned wins, haha. I was still cleaning up the streets in Game 64 when I unlocked the dumpster diving augment. It's pretty neat, it gives you a bunch of loot when you leave a hiding prop. I decided to give the lock-on pistol a try on this boss and his cronies. It wasn't very helpful, and I died soon after anyway, so that's just fantastic. Game 65 starts with 1 kill, 2 kills, 3 AI kills, 4 kills, 5 kills. You know what? I'm starting to think the game might want me to buy a Cobra DMR. Just maybe. Honestly, after missing that clear pump shot, I deserve to be dead. Game 66. Game 67. Game 68. Game 69 is labelled appropriately. I found this nice strategy where you chuck a shield bubble on a car and drive around to protect yourself on the go. Didn't help me not die though. Game 70, I got a kill on a John Wick who probably bought their account. I'm feeling tacos for lunch. Anyone else? Sadly, lunchtime would never come as I fell in the fields of frenzy. Game 71, I landed on this weird bunny statue. I don't really know what it is, but I slipped, fell and broke my neck. When the inevitable AI uprising begins, I will surely be the first to go thanks to my various crimes against the Fortnite bots. Took out this fake soccer skin in Game 72, before being taken out myself. I guess you could say there's no way home for me in Game 73. Game 74, this fellow wanted to team up. Application denied. Yeah, I deserve that. Casually swooped in and stole someone's crown in Game 75. This short clip demonstrates just how crazy Mega City can be. And sadly, I didn't survive much longer. Star Wars is now back in Fortnite for Game 76, in what feels like the 87th themed event they've done. One could say that I did not have the high ground. Just Darth Vader playing with his action figures. Nothing to see here. Hello there. It's over, Anakin. You're boxed like a fish. I gotta say, making Star Wars references as a heathen who has never watched any Star Wars films isn't easy. Old Darthy grinds in style. I guess that was too hot for the game to handle. Game 80, this youngling really thought he could escape the wrath of Anakin. I spotted Obi-Wan in the distance and joined the Resistance. This is now canon to the Star Wars lore. Sorry, not sorry. I tried to use my shiny glue stick in battle, but I guess I still need some more training. Game 81 has Kill 1, Kill 2, Kill 3, joining the light side, glow stick action, a free exotic SMG, and a lovely crash to balance things out. I mentioned this NPC earlier, but what I didn't say is that he also sells a heavy sniper, which can be incredibly useful. Not to me though, I can't even hit my shots. I spent £250 on this skin. It better be worth it. It wasn't worth it. Game 84 is the way. Boo! Did I scare you? No? Well, you're dead, so your opinion is meaningless. Oh, I'm dead. Guess mine is too. Nice. I haven't really brought up this wolf at all. What's his deal? Why is he here? Does he do anything? I have no clue. Another ledge wanderer fell to my red eye, and it seems that Shooty McGee here needs to get his aim checked. One case of collateral damage later, and I tested out my force powers on this car. They're pretty cool. Still, nothing hits harder than a laser blade to the face. I made it to Loot Island and wiped out the competition pretty quickly. I claimed the POI and looked fabulous doing it. There's a key vault here. Not as good as the Mega City vault, but still pretty alright. And then I died to the copyright claimer, so yay. Game 87 I kinda missed the drop, so I spent half the game gliding in, only to die immediately anyway. Game 88 I'm not sure what Zonk's plan was, but clearly I wasn't in the right headspace during this match because what even was that? I wasn't recording Game 89, so wouldn't you like to know what happened? Game 90 granted me an exotic SMG, which I playtested on this local traffic cop. This dude was spawn camping the product placement portal, so I gave him the what for. My name is the Jones Slacks, and I speak for the slap. How bad can I be? I'm just doing what comes naturally. I can certainly be very bad at this game, that's for sure. I'm sure you've noticed my fixation on this southwest building during these drops. It's actually a really good drop. I get pretty unlucky in Game 91, but it can spawn as many as 3 chests on the top layer, as well as multiple spots for floor loot, an NPC spawn, and easy access to a grind rail. Speaking of grind rails, the lock-on pistol actually turned out pretty useful for once, but it's very situational. Yeah. Game 92. Game 93 has potential. Yeah, never mind. I think I just fused with Mr. Beast. Yeah, me and Mr. Beast are homies now, so I can put him in the title and thumbnail for views. The boss is exceptionally bad at protecting his vault. He didn't even notice me sneak up on him. Combining the aerialist augment with the funny Star Wars rod, and you can actually get some serious distance easily, so keep that in mind. I engaged in an epic battle with this clone trooper, and I won. Slashing and slicing into the late game, I was sadly crushed by boulders. I AFK'd the bus in Game 95 and completely missed the drop, so let's go to this place instead. I would love to have more to say about it, but I died off the rip, so rip. I think this dude was a pacifist in Game 96. He didn't seem too interested in fighting back in any conceivable way. Sorry man. 2 kills later, and I encountered these duplicates fighting. Looks like the Clone Wars have begun. Oh, and guess what? I died! Game 97, I'm playing as the Master Chief from Fortnite. Yeah, the big hammer bonk only worked on the first guy. Just go back to Halo Chief. Battle Royale really isn't working out for you, man. I think the game is pitying me by Game 99. I mean, I haven't won a game since, like, Game 30. And despite my best efforts with the coloured baguette of power, I still won't win here. Well, we made it. This is Game 100. The final game out of the 100 drops. In this game, I slashed through this man's health bar, took out an attack on mid-skin with the power of geology, and got this pretty sick kill. But alas, I was still crushed by rocks, and so the 100 drops comes to a close. And there you have it, 100 drops into Mega City. This video was a nightmare to produce. I think that if anything, this 100 drops made me worse at the game, and I'm exhausted. It would be really nice if Epic stopped cramming Fortnite full of pointless anime mythics and OP collab items. Just keep it as Fortnite. Still, at least now I can say I've experienced hell. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you'd like to support me, please consider using code JACKUS in the Fortnite item shop or Epic Games store. Thanks for watching, stay creative, and I will see all of you in the next video.